You are listening to Iron Suits, where strength wears a crown. Welcome back. I am your host, Marwan Killu, coach to CEOs, business owners, executives, and entrepreneurs who are at the top of their game but tired of feeling like their body isn't keeping up with their success. Guys, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a topic called Rich Guy Results. And I can hear some of you already going, Marwan, why fitness for rich guys? Isn't fitness the same no matter how much money you make? The answer, not even close. And here's why. Because fitness isn't just about lifting weights or tracking macros. It's about priority. It's about motive. And these things change depending on where you are in life, your responsibilities, your family, your business, your freedom, and yes, even your wealth. So let's start here, shall we? Everyone's got a right to get fit. And do you know what? Fitness itself, it's almost free. I hear it all the time. Bro, I know guys in jail who are ripped. They got no money, no fancy gyms, and yet they're shredded. And yeah, that's true. It's wild, right? But it's true. You see, you don't need a $500 a month gym membership to start. YouTube videos are free. Abs can be abs, not abs. Abs too. Abs can be free. $9, $59. I think some apps are like $200. Planet Fitness, heck, Planet Fitness is $10 a month, right? You got options, and if you want to spend more, then that's cool too. We got Equinox, boutique studios, high-end coaching. They're all options. But here's the reality check. Walk through any airport in America now, right now. You can even count the UK as well. The UK isn't much better. JFK, LAX, Miami, London Heathrow. Heck, any city, right? Take a look. Look closely. I guarantee you, 90% of the people you see are in bad shape, like dog shit shape. Eh? Some men look like they're carrying a 9-month baby inside of them. You know, maybe 10% are like average or above. And that's not because there isn't any information. Like, information is everywhere. Okay, you can Google it, YouTube, apps, blogs, podcasts. It's all there. So why aren't people showing up? Why are they still in dog shit or dog ass shape, whichever one, rhymes better, whichever one you like? And this is where priority and motive come in, because knowing what to do and actually doing it are two entirely different things. So let's talk about why I don't coach everyone. And, I say this straight up, there's no shame in it. I'm in business. I can't serve every single person who wants help. And even if I could, it wouldn't make any sense. Like, you wouldn't go to Walmart if you're looking for a luxury experience, right? Some people are happy with the Holiday Inn as an example of hotels. Others won't even touch anything than the Ritz or the Montage. Premium service costs money and it delivers premium results. The same thing applies here. If you want speed, efficiency, and results, you have to invest in a system that is designed for that. My programs aren't for everyone. It's for men who want high-level outcomes and who understand the value of that investment. That's why my clients thrive. They're not here to waste time. They want results fast, efficiently, and sustainably. They want a system that doesn't demand hours a day or complicated meal plans that are impossible to follow when life gets in the way. Here's something crucial. Fitness isn't the same for everyone. Your priority and your motive Let's say again, your priority and your motive shape everything. What you do, how you train, how much time you dedicate, even how you eat. Think about a young single man like my 18-year-old son. Let's start with that example, okay? No mortgage, no kids. We can even go a bit to, I don't know, say 20, 21, 22, maybe even 25 after finishing college or university, okay? No mortgage, no kids, no massive work obligations. He's got free time, energy, and drive. His motive? Pussy. Pure and simple. He's looking to get laid. Okay? It's attraction, confidence, energy, feeling alive, winning at life, wanting to be noticed, wanting to pick the highest caliber partner. A weak, soft, out of shape guy, he doesn't get the options as the fit, vibrant, confident guy. Not even if he's good with a gap, right? Even if he knows how to talk, it's still, looks matter. Whether you like it or not, you judge in the first 4 seconds. Like a fat, out of shape guy is not going to be noticed the same as some guy who's fit. Okay. So there's not even like up for debate. So this is not about ego. It's about biology, hardwired. Okay. This is how we're sort of, shall we say, for the lack of a better word, this is how we're bred. This is how we're hardwired. And you don't need to compete in bodybuilding, lift 500 pounds, or have a six-pack that pops under fluorescent lighting, right? Although it's great to have a six-pack, don't get me wrong. If you're going to go all the way, then you go all the way towards getting a six-pack. Because, people who think, oh, yeah, I've only got 20 pounds to lose, naturally they lose 20 pounds and then they just go back to what they were doing before, right? And sort of hover in this between because their set point is like their shall we say, body fat set point is like at that level, okay? But that's for another episode. Okay, so taking care of your body gives you leverage in life. When your priority aligns with your motive, your energy, health, attractiveness, confidence, results happen naturally. Now, let's talk about another group. Divorced men, mid-30s, 40s, maybe 38 or 40. Comfortable life, married for 10, 15 years. Wife walks out, divorce hits. Suddenly, priorities shift, okay? Motivation spikes. Fitness moves from a low priority to everything. And I see it all the time. Loss, pride, anger, even revenge become incredible drivers. Suddenly, eating right, workouts, and sleep, all of it matters. Every choice becomes part of a bigger game, reclaiming control, proving yourself, leveling up. And these men go from barely showing up at the gym to training like their life depends on it. And it's fast, efficient, focused. They're not thinking about being the strongest in the gym. They're thinking about winning in life, regaining what's lost, or finding something better. And here's the key takeaway. When priority and motive are clear, fitness becomes almost automatic. You can't not succeed when you're wired that way. Now, let's switch and talk about the financially successful married man. Okay, he's got kids, the villa, the business, a Mercedes in the garage, the lifestyle, all boxes checked. Okay, and business matters. And I'm talking to you right now as listeners of this show. Health matters, longevity matters, but it's often not the top priority. So picture this, okay? You schedule a gym session at 5 p.m. Everything is set. Ping, email from a client. Call from an employee. Deadline looming. Bang, gym session missed. Again and again. And it's not because you don't care. It's because fitness isn't a high enough priority yet. This is where coaching changes everything. When done right, it fits seamlessly into life. Results don't require a ton of wasted effort. No unnecessary work, no rigidity, no punishment for being busy. All right, so let's switch. Let's talk about how fitness actually works for men who are financially successful. Okay, because I know this is where you guys are like looking at, waiting to hear. And this is where a lot of people get it wrong because they think fitness is just fitness. You just lift, eat, and repeat. Done. But it's not. See, again, it comes back to what I said earlier, right? High performing men aren't trying to win bodybuilding shows or be the strongest in the gym or go for CrossFit medals. No. Their scoreboard is different. Their wins are in the boardroom, in the contracts they close, in the business deals they win, in the lifestyle they build. Fitness is just part of the system. It supports the bigger game. Let me give you an example to make it easier for you. I want you to picture this. You're a successful entrepreneur, business is booming, you're married, kids, got a house on the hill, Mercedes in the garage, lifestyle, all the boxes ticked. You know you should be fit, but business is king. Fitness is on the list, but not consistently, not happening. Why? Because your motive is different, right? Motive and priority. You're not trying to attract anyone. You got the trophy wife, you're comfortable. You're not trying to impress strangers. You want to look good, feel strong, and have longevity. You want to be present for your family, confident on vacation, and proud of your body without wasting hours in the gym doing things that don't serve your life. And this is where most programs fail. Generic programs don't consider priority, motive, or lifestyle. They treat everybody the same. 60-minute sessions, rigid meal plans, high volume training. And for a busy CEO or entrepreneur, that's a recipe for frustration and failure. That's exactly why customized coaching wins. Okay, I want to talk about key parameters for wealthy men. So, when I build programs for these guys, I follow 5 core parameters. Okay. Number 1 is minimum effective dose. So, time is the most valuable currency. You don't have hours to waste. The one thing that you can't get back is time. So, we focus on the minimum amount of work needed to get the maximum results. It's usually 3 to 4 workouts a week, 45 to 60 minutes each, moderate strength, no powerlifting, functional, efficient, results orientated. That's it. Second one is flexibility. See, life is not predictable for these guys, okay? For you guys. Travel, business dinners, kids' soccer games. And that's why rigid plans fail. So nutrition and workouts are adaptable to lifestyle without losing effectiveness. Think eat this, skip that, adjust this session, flexible, not restrictive. Number 3 is sustainability. Temporary challenges like 6-week workouts, crazy 0 to hero plans, they burn out fast and results must be maintainable for the long term. Okay, and in order for if the how should I say, if the system or the plan is not sustainable, the outcome is not maintainable. And I say this in every single, pretty much most episodes that I talk about. And that's the honest truth, because if you do something that you cannot sustain for the rest of your life, like let's take intermittent fasting. Okay? If you don't like intermittent fasting, and you're just not going to stick with it. Okay, it's not going to be something that you can, you can grind through. Okay, the next one, number 4 is okay. I missed something out here. So we talked about temporary challenges. So as they're not sustainable, results going to be maintainable for the long term, because fitness is not a sprint. Okay, it's a lifestyle upgrade, and that's why people burn out fast, because they try and do everything. Okay, especially you guys that are high performers, because you're used to doing this in business. Okay, it's just grind and foot to the metal, yeah, metal to the pedal, and pedal to the metal rather, metal to the pedal. Oh gosh, and so it's not sustainable for fitness. Okay, moving on to number 4, which is skin in the game. Okay, you got to bet on yourself. You got to invest in yourself. Nothing drives commitment like putting real money on the line. Okay. Um, paying $300 a month for what's it called? Equinox. You really think that's going to get you results? That's like a drop in the ocean for you guys. Okay. It's not going to make a difference. And when you don't have skin in the game, you're just not going to follow through with it. Okay. Nothing drives commitment more than putting real money on the line that you care about. When you pay for a coach, a program, a system, your energy transfer from investment to effort is insane. You show up, you follow through, results happen. And number 5, a coach. Nobody wants to figure this out alone anymore. You've done the trial and error, tried the old college workouts, generic apps, random advice, nothing sticks. A coach gets you from point A to B efficiently, shortcuts, mistakes, and ensures results are inevitable. And these 5 parameters, they're non-negotiable. You skip one, you're going to leave the results on the table. You're not going to get results. And here, this is a thing that people don't realize. Wealthy men's motivation is often away from rather than toward. Okay? Not toward the strongest guy in the gym, not towards a 6-pack for Instagram, not towards breaking records. Okay? Is away from having man boobs on vacation. Okay? Away from looking like a fat ass on vacation in front of your family. Away from feeling embarrassed, away from losing energy and vitality, away from hiding in the photos on vacation. Like I did that one time when I went to vacation with my children, with my wife and my 2 boys. There were, I think, 10 and 8, maybe, or maybe in 12 and 10. I remember we went to Boston, and I looked like a 9-month-old pregnant woman, and I hid away from every single photo. And if I stood with my wife, then I'll be standing over to the side rather than the front, so it wouldn't show my belly, or I'd have her close by, and I'll be, sort of behind her, or I'll be like, guys, I'm the one going to be taking the pictures, right? Okay, and that's why programs need to match motive. You can't give a CEO a powerlifting program and expect him to stick. He's not there to bench 400 pounds. Like, he's there to look and feel amazing, efficiently, without wasting time. Again, hormones play a big part in this. It's not that somebody can't do it. It's that the lifestyle that you choose, okay, is going to have to dedicate. If you want to bench 400 pounds, you're going to have to dedicate a stupid amount of time to learning how to bench press properly and everything else. Anyway, that's for that's for another podcast. Okay. And again, this is why genetic programs fail. They ignore priority and motive. And this is why frustrated, busy men quit. But with the right system, results are inevitable. And when you see week to week changes, motivation explodes. You just keep going. Suddenly, you've got this energy that you never had before. Okay, let's get into the nuts and bolts of this. So, we've talked about priorities, motives, parameters, and why generic programs fail. But what does this look like in practice for men who are financially successful? Here's the reality. We're talking about smart, efficient programming, okay? Not hours wasted, not overly complicated meal plans, not exercises you don't care about, okay? Everything is designed for results, efficiency, and sustainability. So, weekly programming. Let's break this down. Usually, we're talking about 3 to 4 workouts, 45, 60 minutes, strength and functional training, moderate weight, focusing on progressive overload, compound movements, enough to build a strong aesthetic physique. Nothing extreme, not 5-3-1 or any of these kind of programs. Nothing that's going to leave you crippled the next day, like German volume training. Anyone done 10 by 10? I have. They're brutal, I can tell you that. But the good thing is, you'll sleep like you've never slept before. Okay, so mobility and recovery. Like, it's minimal but smart. So you can walk, play with your kids, travel, work out without injury, and not look like somebody who's like a 90-year-old who can't even, who's never sort of walked before in his life. Steps. You got to get enough steps in outside of the gym to keep your metabolism going. No more being hamster on the Ferris wheel on a fucking treadmill. We'll use cardio as a very last resort, as a very last tool, if you needed to get down to a certain body fat levels, if you're looking to get to like a photo shoot ready or break for abs physique, like I have. I'm down to around about 9% body fat at the moment. I'm eating 3,300 calories and I'm still losing weight. So life is good. And building muscle at the same time, I should say. That's what happens when you lose fat properly and do it properly. You get raging metabolism. Okay, so the point is simple: maximum impact, minimum wasted time. This isn't about impressing anyone. It's about building a physique that serves your life, not consumes it. All right, so let's adjust the mic a little bit. Hopefully you can hear that better. Okay, next up is nutrition. So if you're a high-performing man, you don't have time for rigid meal plans. Like, I'll bring you the example of my son. He was working with a coach before, and he had a rigid meal plan every single day. It had to be this food or none at all. And you can't go out because, like, it changes everything. And when you go out, you get stressed. Oh, I can't do this. I can't eat this. I can't eat that. So none of that, okay? Forget meal prep and carrying Tupperware to board meetings. You don't need to turn your fucking life into a chicken and broccoli prison, okay? Your favorite favorite steak dinner is still on the menu. We just adjust the macros. That business lunch as the French bistro, we build it right into your calories. Again, the calories just change according to what you're doing that day. If you're in a resort vacation with your family, your macros travel with you. This is going to be perfect because I'm going to a resort next month in Mexico, Cancun. So that's going to be great. It's going to be all you can eat. That's going to come in handy. See, we meet you where you're at. Different body, different calories, different life. Because what built your business wasn't restriction, it was precision. And that's how we handle your nutrition. We call it a lifestyle integration principle. You don't pause your life to get lean, you weaponize your life to stay lean. If you're hosting clients for a week of dinners, easy. Your plan adapts in real time. Flying across time zones, your workouts and meal timing shift before you even land. So this is not about changing your lifestyle, it's about weaponizing it. Because anyone can diet when life is calm, right? But elite performance means staying in control when the world around you isn't. And that's why this works, because it's sustainable over the long term. Not just for 12 weeks, not just for a photo shoot, but for the rest of your life, because fitness is a lifestyle, not a sprint. Now, I've seen it hundreds of times before. Guys who try and do it yourself end up burning out or sabotaging progress. They skip meals, overcompensate, or stress eat when life gets busy. Flexibility is the key weapon. Now, let's talk about mindset. Here's the truth. If you haven't put skin in the game, it's almost impossible to commit. You got to bet on yourself. Sign up for the program, hire the coach, invest some money, and suddenly your energy transfer skyrockets. You show up, you put in the work, you follow the plan, and results? Inevitable. See, accountability matters too. A coach isn't there to just show exercises or meal plans. They make sure that you follow through. They adapt the program to your life, adjust when necessary, and keep your motivation aligned with your priorities. Remember, wealthy men don't waste time. They hire coaches because speed matters. They want results fast, effective, and sustainable. A coach ensures you don't spin your wheels. Results are inevitable. And here's the magic. When done properly, results are visible fast. 5 weeks in, noticeable changes. 7 weeks, even bigger changes. 10 weeks, you're proud. And it sticks because the program is flexible, sustainable, and fits your life. This is why high-performing men love this approach. They see a real progress without sacrificing work, family, or lifestyle. So let's wrap this up, right? Fitness is not a one-size-fits-all. Your motive, priority, lifestyle, and resources dictate how you approach it. Young single men have different drivers. Divorced men have different priorities. High-performing wealthy men have unique challenges and opportunities. The goal isn't to become a professional athlete. The goal isn't to lift insane weights or win bodybuilding competitions. The goal is to look good, feel strong, maintain longevity, and fit fitness into your life efficiently. Fitness can be strategically integrated into a life of fitness, family, and wealth. You can be rich and ripped at the same time. You can play the game of business and still dominate your personal game. And that's what Rich Guy Results is all about. Efficiency, sustainability, motivation aligned with life and results that stick. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope this episode was helpful. If you like this show, make sure you share it with another man, because as another leader, should I say, because as iron sharpeneth iron, man sharpeneth man. And make sure you leave me a positive review on iTunes or wherever. I think you can only leave it on iTunes. And follow me on my socials on Facebook, facebook.com, Marwan Killu. You can go to YouTube and watch this episode, or you can even follow me on LinkedIn. All right. Take care, guys. I'll see you on the next episode.